Okay, so this is directly after getting Botox in my forehead, my upper face, getting more filler in my chin and jaw, give me a little more of a jawline. That's what I've always wanted that my whole life, especially when I was an actress, if I had this as a resource. My concerns are this. I do Botox in my forehead and within a month it's gone. And I do exercise a lot, like almost every day, and I sweat a lot during my exercise. So I'm wondering if I metabolize it. So I want to get more, I want to talk to her about Botox lasting longer here. And I want to get a little bit more Botox here, just a dot. I don't want this face, you know, when you smile. I want this, but I don't want this. I actually like these wrinkles here, and I like when my nose kind of crinkles up. I feel like it's a little unnatural when it's not crinkling up.
People always ask, how long is this going to last? And you're right, there's an individual factor. You exercise all the time.
Yes, exactly.
And one of the biggest factors that makes Botox last longer is how much volume you put in. Now, in your case, there are other variables, right? I don't want to put too much because A, you'll suppress your brow,
Yes.
right?
And I've had that, yeah.
And you also prefer having a natural look.
Yeah.
And to me, shape is more important than any longevity or a flat forehead. No one cares about that, right?
Right, exactly.
But like you said, we want to make sure that you don't develop static, permanent lines. So we're just softening the dynamic lines a little bit. Anytime I'm addressing one area, you have to think about the recruitment of all the other muscles.
Yes.
I can't just do it in isolation because if I do this, the movement has to go somewhere.
Right.
So your frown needs to be addressed. I know you want to hold on to this, but from time to time, not today, but let's do it a little bit because think about it, contrast. When this is flatter, all of a sudden this can be exaggerated.
I get
or
it.
the movement can go there too. Like
Lilith is incredible. The reason I first came to her was I had gotten sort of bad Botox here, and I had one eye like this. Someone recommended Lilith. Lilith has been doing this 22 years. She teaches how to inject Botox and filler and all this. She's so incredible. Just listen to Lilith. I noticed the last time we did Botox, you did a different brand here than you did in my neck. And by the way, the neck, I mean, look at my neck.
still holding up.
Still holding up. I'm always gonna do Botox in my neck. But why do you do the different areas? Like in different Botoxes or different brands?
This is $1 million question. Botox is a neuromodulator or wrinkle relaxer. There's so many on the market right now.
Right.
Botox is the gold standard. It was one of the first one that was FDA approved. It's distributed by Allergan, but we also have Dysport, we have Jeuveau, we have Daxxify, we have Xeomin, and there are a few more that are coming on the market. Now, at our office, we handpick what we order. It's never about the profit.
Okay.
We, based on quality, how fast it kicks in, how long it lasts. What we have chosen, only use Botox, Dysport, and Daxxify. I'm going to tell you what the differences are. On you, at times I use Xeomin on your forehead. I like to say Xeomin is more forgiving, but that's a nicer way to say that it doesn't last very long. Why? Because we need to be careful with your forehead.
Yeah.
So I treat a lot of actors, right? You have to maintain the same type of movement, so Xeomin comes in handy. So when people, there's so many myths out there why people use different kind of neuromodulators. Silly claims, one is organic, one is vegan, it's nonsense. I'm gonna use Botox in this area for you, Xeomin here, and I just mentioned why, because it's softer.
What do you use in the neck?
I use Dysport or Daxxify in the neck. They just, I think, last longer.
Yeah.
They're stronger. They kick in right away.
Yeah.
In the neck, I'm really eager to paralyze it because no one really needs to have movements in the neck, right?
No.
Neck Botox we've been using for years. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is because when the neck goes, it goes. When you're in your 50s, you're in your 60s, I want to make sure that you're not rushing to get a neck lift.
Yeah.
Allergan suggests doing 64 units of Botox, 20 in the frown, 20 in the forehead, and 24 around the eye.
Right.
Let me just give you a comparison. I'm going to do about 24 for you. This gives you a parallel understanding that you're actually doing baby doses because that's what your body needs.
During the course of my consultation with Lilith, we also discussed putting filler in my chin and jaw area to give it more structure and make it more defined. So here she is putting Botox in my forehead. She added some in my hairline and a little around my eyes. I'm really happy with the results. But what she did with my chin, I'm just so blown away. I know some people are anti-filler, but I absolutely love the results, and it's given me a chin. Gina and I are aware that treatments like this are maybe not for
yeah.
everyone, so it's important for us to be completely transparent and show you everything that we do.
As far as chin area, why do we reinforce this? Some people naturally have what you call inferior chin and just need it for balancing. However, as we get older, what happens is bone resorption, also volume loss, and this is why it's so important to redefine the chin.
I've needed that my whole life. I was
Me
always
too.
a bit chinny, and so just a little taking the edge off. Honestly, it was virtually painless.
Yeah, like why does
I
it look
couldn't
like
believe
it
it.
hurts? So bad?
It looks like it hurts. I barely felt it. I think there's a little bit of numbing in the actual product when they inject it. Is that right?
There is.
Yeah.
The filler is pre-filled with lidocaine, so it definitely helps make the procedure a lot less painful. It's also how swiftly you move, how many punctures you do. So, and that comes with experience, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I see your chin. You
Looks
just-
good, right? I'm just so happy. It just
Yeah.
gives me a little bit more definition in my jaw.